Well, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. Well, the first thing I did, one of the first things I did after I got finished with morning devotions is I immediately got on the internet just to see what happened in the so-called, quote-unquote, Iowa caucuses. And it did play out, and it did happen exactly just like I thought it would. The establishment, who is backing Mitt Romney, has made sure that we're going to continue business as usual. In other words, nothing is going to change. The same policies, the same ideals, the same attitude, the same warmongering, the same colonialism, the same going and raiding, robbing, murdering, raping, and pillaging sovereign nations and third world countries, business as usual. Now, the one thing I haven't mentioned in these videos, and like I said, I have an intelligent audience, which many of you already know, is that we select and they elect, meaning the oligarchies. There is a power, a ruling class of powers that be, that has controlled every presidential nominee ever since who knows when. The American people have never voted anyone in office. And I think the problem is, people get optimistic and stuff, and you have to tread water very carefully when you're talking on politics like this, because some people believe so much into the system that they're clutching it like a wino does his bottle. The one thing that this has showed us and proved us, Rick Santorum, where he come from? Let me show you what this thing is all about. First of all, number one, you see the way the news media came out against Ron Paul. And I can tell you right now that it's been rigged and hijacked from the very beginning. And I can tell you, we got another 50 and 100 years to go on this mess. So you people had better start making preparations to preserve and protect yourself. They are already passing laws, as you can see. You can see that the Patriot Act is an act against all the patriots in the United States of America. You can see they already, the policies, the so-called laws that they're passing, they're always against the American public. You can see that the terrorists are the American people. You can just look at it. We got the TSA in the airports. We got the system that is hijacked by the oligarchies who protect them, the people who are behind the scenes, kind of like that old jackleg, boot-licking dog in The Wizard of Oz. Ain't nothing going to change. What will change is when you start implementing the change in your mind, when you start protecting your personal self and property. You can't trust in this system. And I told you, if you go back in my videos and see, I am under no delusion whatsoever at all. You people do not need to put hope into a system that is ran by Satan himself. And that's just the truth. They're planning on for all of us to be serfs, every single one of us. And Romney is nothing but a sellout. All of them are nothing but sellouts, every single one of them. So you better start changing your mind. You better start getting your heart and attitude right. You better start preserving yourself, because you can see it right now that they are calling for a literal revolution in this country. They are literally calling. Now I just got sentiments the other day where that now they're passing or getting ready to try to pass a law to where it would make anyone who the government deems as a terrorist, and then they will revoke your American citizenship and then deport you probably to Guantanamo Bay or something like that. So, you can't make this stuff up. This stuff is unreal. It's off the chain. And like I said, you had better find some people you can trust. And I can tell you right now that there's not many in this world that you can trust. I have faithful supporters of this Straightway Truth radio broadcast that support this ministry. Believe you me, I know who my friend is. I know who my friends are and my brothers are, believe me. And I know those who are just talking and playing games. And whatever it takes, you better start waking up, because there ain't nothing going to change. And they're telling you and showing you that nothing's going to change. Now we're already over there putting sanctions on Iran. Now you think about that for a moment. Who in the hell do we think we are to sit up there and try to put sanctions on another country? Suppose somebody puts sanctions on us. Would that not be considered an act of war? Well, sure it is. It's definitely an act of war. My question is, who's going to respect the thing? Who is going to respect? America is something else. And of course, I'm going to be talking about the history of the Greeks, hopefully this Sabbath. I'm going to be talking about the history of the Greeks because that's one thing that is seen to elude us as the people who understand this book for what it says. You see, we've been given the perspective of the American institutionalized Roman Christian system. And we have not actually read the book from the Hebraic perspective like we should. We're in some bad, dire times. And I'm telling you, that don't put your hope in nothing but the Most High Yah himself. That's it. And don't be under any illusion at all about this system. They have done everything that they could. They hijacked hour from Ron Paul. That's my own personal opinion, and that's just the way it is. It's sad. It's literally sad is what it is. It's just literally sad. But hey, it's still business as usual. The corporations are still ruling, ain't they? I hope you people are listening to me. You better start learning self-preservation. You better start learning how to protect yourselves from a tyrannical system that is literally gone mad.